The Red Dirt D&D podcast is brought to you by Pro Laser Cuts. The Oklahoma company provides pre-made and customizable design laser cut dice towers, tokens, and more, developed by a gamer for gamers, and now available to enhance your tabletop game. Pro Laser Cuts products can be found at many Oklahoma City area game stores, local events, and now available online at prolasercuts.com. That's laser and cuts with a Z, Pro Laser Cuts. And by SD Way Gaming, where dice goblins unite. Our friends at SD Way Gaming celebrate the beautiful dice players handpick for their games and splendor. SD Way Gaming has expanded to include many tabletop gaming varieties, accessories, and similar fun necessities to include a service for your dice addiction. You can shop for a variety of products at sdwaygaming.com or find SD Way Gaming on Facebook. Welcome to Red Dirt D&D. I'm Michael Cross, and I play Blackjack, a jackalope folk warlock.
I'm Connor Shenold. I play Jaska, a coyote ranger.
I'm Johnny Payne, and I play Krell, a dragonborn monk.
I'm Kimberly Cross, and I play Beatrix, a swashbuckling rogue.
I'm Gary Hester, and I play Billy, a possum fighter.
I'm Brooke Bullock, playing Zianzi, a Spiderkin cleric.
And I'm Aiden Cross as your Dungeon Master. Join us now for Tales from the Wilds.
Our group is in the trials of the multiverse, some sort of weird trials and beneath Athenas, another city of sorts, and have just completed the trial of time, which turned half of them into older people and half of them into younger people.
Senior citizens and babies.
Correct.
Respect your elders.
You're normal age now.
They have just beat up the golem that was in that room that was challenging them and mostly beating up the babies for some odd reason. You guys are now free to do whatever you want. You see that a passage opens up, allowing you to enter through there.
And I think we should take a short rest.
Yes, I will feel much better if I can patch a few things.
Let's do some healing, and I can at least get back on the spell slot, and so.
Any conversations happening, anything of note?
So, we've been through the trial of energy, life, and time. I think all we've got left is space and gravity. So, the good news is, I think that one of us can fly.
Two of us can fly. 3 of us can fly if you count Mudman. Billy can get wings, and Jaska can float on tumbleweeds.
There we go. So, just to be ready, probably not until the next one, but...
And Deontay can walk on the ceiling.
That's true.
So, what is gravity?
I remember when I stepped through that portal and I was on that ship. We were there also. There was a brief moment where I heard someone shout, "We lost gravity," and I started to float. That may be what we're in for.
That's what I'm thinking too. But I don't think that will affect anyone who can fly or walk on the roof.
Yeah.
We'll have to find out. But next thing, we might have space.
Do you think they mean like outer space or just like space between people? You know, Billy and Zianzi can be kind of spacey sometimes.
Right.
I think at this point there's no use in speculating. I think I think we just need to get through these.
Right before, okay, so here's what we're going to do though. I want to take, after we've done this rest, I want to take 10 more minutes and I'm going to cast Telepathic Bond. That way we can at least all talk to each other in our heads.
Krell loves that.
Yeah, remember, don't freak out.
I think I will once again cast Long Strider on Billy.
Tanks! And in Billy's head, everybody just hears, "I've got a lovely bunch of coconuts." We go through the door.
Cool. As you walk down this hallway, all of a sudden the hallway abruptly stops as you walk. On the walls, words appear to say, "Trial of Space."
Is there doors, or does it just end up to a wall?
Give me a perception or investigation check.
Okay. Perception. 17.
6.
15.
14.
Just looks like a wall. Is anyone approaching the wall?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Who's leading?
Billy's gonna poke the wall.
So are you like poking it like?
He sticks a finger out and pokes it.
You see that finger and part of your hand get pulled into a crack into the wall.
Am I still attached to the hand?
Yep, almost fitting perfectly, as the rest of you begins to be being pulled as well.
I just walked through the wall then.
Okay, all of a sudden you see Billy's body almost contort and fold in on itself as it moves into the crack.
Can we hear Billy?
Or Billy, are you
I've
trying to say
got a
anything?
lovely bunch of
Oh, that's right. There we go. Billy,
You hear
are you
a
all
song
right?
in your head. Billy, the world around you looks completely different. Everything looks flatter, as if you were only standing on a thin line, maybe. Nothing else beside you, just an endless void of nothingness.
I can only walk forward.
It seems the only way to move forward is on this line.
All right, but you're okay.
I'm not dead. I'm flat.
Well, this I've got to see, so I walk in.
What are you going in with first?
horn.
Vin.
You see Ben shakes and like, wait, and then gets sucked into it.
And I've got a hold of him by the scruff of the neck, so I go in with him.
Yep, as you go in, you fold in on yourself and move into this 2D space.
But you don't see Billy, you just see a line.
Billy, look this way. Oh, there you are.
Did Mudman go in with Billy?
Of course.
Okay.
You see Mudman flying on the line, but his wings move really weirdly. It's kind of hard to tell.
We
it's even
shuffle
him.
down the line in order to make more room for the incoming
Yes,
people.
let's keep going forward.
Okay.
I'll
Beatrix will
walk in
go.
as well.
So you all fold in on yourselves, assuming everyone enters.
And I'll go in, yeah.
Sure.
Jessica, you look thinner.
Thanks. I'll take that as a compliment. I mean, you too, Krail. You also look thin.
And I'm gonna say, just because you guys kind of already understand it, you know you're in a two-dimensional space, maybe?
We look like Billy's little sketchbook.
Everyone give me your Arcana check still.
11.
16.
3.
13.
7.
I got an 11.
Jessica, it's so weird. You step in, you look at yourself, because, it's a different space, and you feel like there's this power coming from your pocket.
Oh. As weird as it is to see herself as a flattened version, she tries to reach into her pocket and pull out whatever.
What are you thinking of right now?
What is happening? How do we get out of here?
And so you pull out a piece of paper that says, "You are a cartoon."
Anybody know what a cartoon is?
Yeah, I make comic books with Billy's expertise in art. It's canon that Billy's a very good artist. Can I get any further, seeing Jaska pull something out of her pocket, can I pull something out of my pocket?
Yeah. What are you thinking of?
A giant mallet.
Giant mallet? You pull out a giant mallet.
Okay, so see, you just think of something and then you stick your hand in your pocket and it'll come out no matter how big it is.
Wait. Why don't we just... And Ziansi thinks of a door.
Okay.
And does a door come out of my pocket?
Yeah, door comes out of your pocket.
So I reach over to grab the door handle and then see if I can, pull it.
So where did you put it up against is my question.
Just right beside me.
Right beside you, up against a wall in quotation marks.
Yeah.
You open it, and all of a sudden there's a stone brick behind it.
Ow.
Oh, well, that's easy. I want to imagine charcoal. And I draw a black tunnel behind the door.
Okay.
I say, all right, and I walk into it.
Yeah, you see you walk into it, the tunnel.
I'm in here, guys, come on.
Is there anything ahead of us?
Yeah, the line keeps on going ahead of you.
I think maybe we should go this way.
All right,
don't
And we
know
can
where
cut
that-
through the middle.
We don't know where that goes.
Do you try going through the tunnel?
You went in.
Yeah, so you try going in?
Sure.
Yeah, so you hit the wall.
Because you didn't draw the tunnel.
Because I didn't draw it. Exactly.
I stick my head in. What are y'all waiting on?
It's a one-use tunnel.
Oh, you can't come through.
No.
Oh, well,
Billy hefts his giant mallet on his shoulder and starts walking down the line.
So, as you keep moving, the path in front of you disappears. As off in the distance you see it does continue, but there appears to be quite a sizable gap between you and the next part of this area.
Is it jumpable?
You can make me an acrobatics or athletics check.
I just want to gauge with my eyeballs if I think it's jumpable. I don't want to actually jump.
It's so hard to tell whether it's jumpable in this.
If I send Mudman to fly across, I want him to tell me how far it is across.
Mudman flies across and goes, a lot of feet.
Okay, too far for jumping.
Probably.
Okay, and the time it took because it's very far, it took Mudman a second to fly across. Did any floating platforms come by?
No.
Can we...
Somebody think of a bridge and pull it out of their pocket.
Yeah, that's what Jaska's gonna attempt
you think of
to
a
do.
bridge?
Think of a bridge as long as she possibly can imagine. Sorry, pulling it out.
Okay. So you pull out a bridge, placed across.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or if we need to, we could use Mudman to fly across. Billy also could fly across.
What type of bridge do you place?
It's a nice little arch bridge.
Okay.
It's a stone, and I will gently test it to make sure it's steady and in place.
Seems pretty solid.
Send Vin Weasel across.
Then get across the bridge.
So Vin Weasel sits on the bridge. Vin Weasel needs to make me a deck save.
I just wanted to see if it was a one-use thing like the tunnel. If you pull it out of your pocket, you're the only one who can use it.
22.
Yeah, so part of the bridge collapses as he walks, but other than that, the rest of the trip is fine.
Okay, so Jaska will attempt to go across.
Yeah, you make it across just fine.
It's your bridge.
Yeah.
Billy would like to spend an action to make not use them.
As she's going across, can Jaska like pull out a patch for that?
Yeah. You can put a patch in the hole. Yeah.
So Billy spends an action to summon his wings and then walks across, and the wings are only there in case he
Give me a
wins.
deck save.
Can I get advantage because I have wings?
I'd say so, yeah.
16.
You almost fall through, but thanks to your wings, you kind of just float there as another hole is made in the bridge. You just kind of fly, like float the rest of the way.
Be careful!
I think Jaska's gonna keep coming in and
patching it
repairing
up.
the bridge.
So Krell's going to step up to the edge of the bridge, and he is going to kick it old school. He's going to reach into his pocket and think about a 10-foot pole. And pull that thing out.
Yeah, so you notice the loose spots,
Yeah.
and you don't even need a check as you make it across the bridge.
I want to use boingy shoes.
You want to pull out boingy shoes?
Boingy shoes.
Are you jumping across the bridge with the boingy shoes, or are you like building up speed to jump across the entire pit?
I'm like building up speed to jump as far across the bridge as
Give
I
me a
can make it.
Constitutions. Actually, give me an acrobatics check.
That's a 16.
16. You jump up and down, and eventually you think to yourself, okay, I think I can make it across. And you spring across this huge gap, and you look like you're about to not make it as you manage to barely hang on to the side as you manage to get up, and you're fine.
All right. Okay, that was actually fun. And I'll just kind of try to get the shoes tucked
Billy's
back
keeping
together.
an eye out now in case he has to make a mad dash to try to save somebody.
Blackjack, Zianzi.
I'm going to pull out of my pocket some wings. I'm going to attach the wings, and I'm going to fly.
Yep, they attach to you. You fly. Give me a charisma check.
Sure. 21.
You feel your wings almost have this, like, not maliciousness, but this sort of trickster aspect to them as they start kind of flying off, but you manage to keep them tethered to you as you manage to make it across.
Zianzi pulls out a rope with a big grappling hook and throws it basically off camera up into the ceiling.
Give me an athletics check.
And then swings. A 17 on the die makes the total of 17.
All of a sudden you see Zianzi throw this thing up to the ceiling, and it sticks. And you see Zianzi swing across as you all manage to make it across.
Yay, us! Okay, that was fun.
All right, I guess we're moving on.
As you are moving, you come across what appears to be a block in the road. It looks easily climbable over, but as you get closer to it, you hear the sound of almost what sounds like banging on wood, and a voice screams out, "Is anyone there? Please, I've been trapped here for days."
Hello.
I mean, we can't do anything about it. Billy smashes it with his giant hammer.
Yeah, athletics check.
Guidance.
27.
Yeah, so you easily smash it open as you realize this thing is a box. As you have just smashed it open. And suddenly ducking there, you see this figure, human, appears to be wearing miner's equipment, actually.
Oh, it's one of the miners we were gonna look for. Don't know how to get him back out of here.
How'd you get in here?
You know, I was with my other miners that, escaped that weird thing, and then there was a strange creature that looked like a shark.
How many people fled the room with you?
4 or 5. I came here to check this out because it was lighting up, and I'm kind of the leader. There were weird statues back there, and I made my way here. The gap was a little bit of trouble, but I felt this presence coming from my pockets, and I managed to make like a bridge, and then a box fell on me.
Do we think that we could send him backwards and he could get back home? Okay, the bad news is this is a 2D world, so you're gonna have to everybody climb over this guy, and you go on back home. Exit's behind you.
So yeah, everyone has
So
to kind of
everybody just does a tuck and roll forward.
Yeah, everybody has to climb over. Beatrix still has the springy boots, so she kind of just jumps a little bit over him.
Do I still have my wings?
For now, yeah.
I just fly right up. This is what it's like, Billy.
That's pretty great.
It is fantastic. I love this.
He says, before the box fell on me, or after the box fell on me, right after, I heard a weird laughing.
Don't worry about it.
It's fine. You just go on home, buddy.
All right. Also, is the shark thing gone?
Yeah, we didn't see it.
We didn't see it.
They'll make a lot of noise when we
Okay.
get back to that room.
Okay. So I think I'll find the others and get our way out of here. And this one will start moving back to where you guys came from.
Everybody watch out for falling boxes.
As you say that, I need everyone to make me a dex save.
16,
20.
23.
7.
27.
16.
All right, so all of a sudden you all have these boxes all dropping on you. Beatrix, Blackjack, Jaska, and Krell all manage to dodge out of the way of the boxes. Meanwhile, Billy and Ziansi are caught off guard as they have these giant boxes now on top of them.
I say in my mind,
Billy, Yote, are you okay?
It's very dark.
Billy smashed the box.
As you try to hit it with your hammer this time, it's like almost unbreakable from this side, it seems. It's like made out of metal.
Somebody else think of a giant hammer and smash my box.
Why did you just smash the box?
It's unsmashable from the inside, I guess. That's dumb.
Got pushed against the edge of it with a 10-foot pole.
Yeah, give me a
tip up.
Give me an athletics check.
17.
17? Which one are you doing? Are you doing Billy or Ziansi?
Billy's yelling, so Billy.
Yeah, so Billy, you see all of a sudden it just open and just kind of tumbles to the side as you are now free from the box.
And then I smashed Leonti's box.
Okay, give me an athletics check.
Guidance.
16.
I'll say that'll do it. Maybe a dex save, Ziansi.
You're gonna get a splinter.
God, my goodness, in a 2D world, all of Ziansi's dex saves have been horrendous. It's a 7 again. Strike that, it's a 6 this time.
Billy this time kind of lifts the hammer over his head as he smashes down on the box. As the box is destroyed, you see just laying there a flat Ziansi as you take 15 psychic damage.
Hey, I know how to fix this. Leonti, stick your thumb in your mouth and blow.
What?
Stick your thumb in your mouth and blow.
That's ridiculous.
Just do it.
Okay.
And as you do that, you start inflating.
Did I get any healing?
You gain 3 points of healing.
Greetings and salutations, my friends. I'm Michael Cross, and welcome to the mid-show break. We are so excited to have you as a fan of Red Dirt D&D. Why not take the next step in your support for us by rating us and leaving a review wherever you're getting our podcast. This allows other people searching for an actual play show to find us. Another way to support us is by becoming a Patreon member. You get our episodes 4 days early, access to our Discord server, bonus content, and full versions of our roundtable discussions. You'll also be joining other fans like the Landlocked Siren, John DeFelice, Dunick, and Ryan Rudebach. Sign up at patreon.com/reddirtdnd. Another way to support us is by getting your very own Red Dirt merchandise. You can find things like hats, hoodies, mugs, and t-shirts. Just click on the merch tab at reddirtdnd.com or reddirtrpg.com. The money we raise helps us pay for things like the music and sound effects you hear on the show, as well as money to go to events and make new fans. Red Dirt RPG is proud to announce a brand new show. It's called Wayfinder Legends. When you get done with this episode, you should check it out.
In the world of Galarian, in the small town of Breach Hill, a call echoes through the land.
Hear ye, hear ye. The council of the town of Breach Hill puts forth a call for heroes. Provide your services. Prove your worth.
A group of unlikely heroes meet in a tavern to answer that call.
First time? Get these guys some beers, they're gonna need it.
Emily portrays Inara, a feisty young Kellish woman.
Left foot, right foot, stab. Left foot, right foot, stab.
Jeremy portrays Body, a hobgoblin seeking a new purpose.
Body steps over, looks at her sword, and says, "If you are as good with that thing as you say, I'll be watching on the battlefield to help you out."
Hal portrays Plane, a charismatic goblin entertainer.
In a cozy bar on a Friday night, the mood is just right, the feeling's light.
Brooke portrays Falwyn, an Ayuvaran half-elf born into privilege.
How do you know that name? I never mentioned my parents. I demand to know how you know that.
I've seen it.
Join these heroes as they discover secrets of the world around them.
Yeah, maybe a big fancy castle on a hill. Nobody's there. There's a reason for it.
And secrets hidden within themselves.
Do not fear, but know that you are destined for greatness.
I mean, I don't know. I'm no hero. Just trying to make a living.
She is going to be a hero, and so am I.
And Stacy is our Pathfinder 2e game master, weaving the tales of adventure.
A path that will require heroes. And until those heroes show up, you guys will have to do.
Wayfinder Legends is a Pathfinder 2e RPG with a great group of friends around the table and microphone.
Natural 20!
Join us as we channel the adventure and laughs with awesome Pathfinder content, perfect for getting you through until your next gaming session. Join the party by searching for Wayfinder Legends on your podcast player of choice.
Beer, oh beer, you bring us cheer.
If you're looking for more content from Red Dirt RPG, make sure to check out our YouTube page with Mysteries of Beatrix live every Wednesday. Red Dirt Outlaws every Tuesday at noon. Plausible Deniability every other Thursday. So come check it out at youtube.com/@RedDirtRPG or search for Red Dirt RPG on YouTube. We would love to hear from you. Find us on social media at Red Dirt RPG on Facebook, TikTok, Instagram, and Threads. You can also get in touch with us through our website at reddirtrpg.com. All right, I think that's everything I need to tell you. Right now, let's head back to Red Dirt D&D.
The group finds themselves in the flat world. They have been making their way through it, having a grand old time. You finally reach a crossroads. In front of you, a very small pit that looks like it could easily be jumped over appears. But that's not the main focus of your attention at the moment. As you see stacked on one another appears to be 3 tunnels. Each one appears to be on a different level of elevation, yet they all look very similar.
Can I do a perception check to make sure that there's not any subtle hidden differences between these tunnels?
Give me a perception check.
Can we all do it?
Yeah. It's kind of hard to see the higher elevated ones unless you kind of fly up to them.
18.
9.
I got a 15, but Billy's willing to fly because his wings work for a minute.
So what'd you get?
27.
I'm willing to fly up and see as well.
Yeah.
They almost all look completely identical. No difference.
Can we go into any of them?
Do you want to try going into one?
Yeah, I'll go into the top one.
You kind of like fly into it and you smash up against it, turning flat as you take 20 points of psychic damage.
Oh no!
Which one were you going up? The second, the second or the third one?
The second one, the top one.
The top one.
Bill, you want to try that middle one?
I don't want to take any psychic damage.
Maybe don't run into it as hard as...
Billy sends Mudman into the middle tunnel.
Wait, you want me to... You see what happened at Blackjack?
You'll be fine! I am your king!
Maybe persuasion check at advantage.
17.
He says, all right. You see him fly next to the tunnel and all of a sudden splat as mud falls from the tunnel.
And he turns back into a Mudman, he's fine.
Okay,
Why do those other tunnels exist if we're just supposed to use the bottom one? That seems silly.
Should we try to use the bottom one?
Send the
I'm gonna go over to the bottom one. You said there's like a pit.
Give me an investigation check. Yeah, there appears to be a pit you kind of have to jump over. It's very small, very easy to just jump over to get to the other tunnels.
That's a 9 for investigation.
This tunnel looks real.
Looks real? Okay.
Can we see the bottom of the pit?
She is going to also think of a small stick and pull it out of her pocket and throw it at the tunnel.
It goes through the tunnel.
Okay. She's gonna think of an organic material, like a little plant, and throw it through the tunnel.
It appears to hit a wall.
Okay. Oh. So she's gonna inspect that hole.
Yeah.
The pit.
And the pit.
Yeah.
And also throw a plant down it.
Give me a perception check.
13.
What kind of plant are you throwing down it?
Potted plant, yeah.
Fern. As it starts falling down the pit, there's a certain point it reaches where it almost seems like it starts floating gently.
I think we're supposed to go down this pit. That potted plant I threw down there seems to have some type of gentle
Billy runs
sip.
to the pit and cannonballs into the pit.
Beatrix goes running after with her boingy shoes on.
Blackjack flies down.
There's a certain point you reach. Billy, your hammer disappears.
No.
Your springy boots disappear. Your wings disappear. And all of a sudden you feel yourself growing back into your normal 3D shapes. But you all are gently, it doesn't feel like a feather fall, but mostly like the gravity seems lower.
Oh, found it.
You see my plant down there?
Do I see the plant?
Did the plant survive the disappearance? Yes, it did. There's a potted plant there.
Okay.
Yeah, I can see your plant. It seems disgruntled, but okay.
Yeah, it's still floating down there very slowly.
Okay, so Jessica's gonna also cannonball down, and then as she hits the gravity, she's gonna swim, quote unquote, over to the potted plant.
So, as you all descend, you land on a platform among what appear to be about 4 other floating platforms, floating above this complete and utter darkness, nothing below you. Your feet feel much lighter in this area. As your eyes adjust to the lack of light, you see 4 figures. Each appear to look identical to the showrunner, with 3 of them having the same appearance of him from when you saw him back in Bleakburn Manor. However, one appears to have what looks like older scales, many of them cracked, while his eyes appear to still have their normal iris shade. However, around it you see the rest of the eye looks red, and like it hasn't slept in years. As you descend, the older one looks towards you as he hands something to one of the younger ones. Welcome, my friends. It has been far too long.
We are not your friends.
Hope the carnival was a fun time. You must have really enjoyed my little surprise. Oh, and I am sorry about your loss. Twitch was just a little cog in the plans. His sacrifice was a required one.
You leave him out of this.
The figure then stares at you all. So, what brings you all here?
Well, you know, the usual. We're gonna stop evil, kill the bad guy, and you're probably in the way.
And we are going to take you down. So you might as well just step out of the way now.
Jaska, shoot him!
Of them, which one seems to be talking the most?
The older one. And anyone can make me a perception check real quick? Beatrix, you have advantage.
27?
50.
20.
You got a 20 or higher on perception. 20. Okay. You saw the older showrunner pass a younger one right next to him, what appeared to be something in his hands, and you got a quick glimpse at it. It almost looks like a key shape. Maybe a crystal key? Anyone can make me an Arcana check. You got a 15 or higher.
15.
18.
18. It's so strange. You only saw the showrunner maybe 2-3 months ago, something like that. He looks much older, which is strange. He also looks much more powerful.
So just to make sure, we're looking at 3 simulacrums of the showrunner, and the showrunner himself as the older one who looks more powerful and like more deadly.
Yes. So, what were you gonna do, Jaska? Sorry.
Shoot him.
Okay.
The one who's talking,
All right.
the older one.
I need everyone to roll this shit.
Yeah.
All right, who got a 20 or higher?
Modified 20.
25.
15 or higher?
17.
14.
10 or higher? 14?
14.
And 12.
12?
10.
Beatrix,
Yes.
you're going first.
Oh.
Once again, these platforms are above utter darkness. However, it is a light gravity area, so jumping from one to the other is fairly easy.
And there's like 5, are they stone platforms, wooden platforms?
They're made out of this stone. You see glyphs inside of them, assuming they're keeping them afloat.
And they're in the shape of like a 5 pip on a die.
Yeah, there's one in the middle, and then the 4 corners. So your acrobatics are really good. If you wanted to jump over there, you probably could.
That's my plan, is to try to just jump over there
Your
and
jumping
plus 2 him.
distance is basically tripled. Yeah, you can jump into this one. So you want to jump over there?
Mm-hmm.
You have disadvantage against him, as he almost seems to read your movements.
That's a 15 to hit.
15 will miss.
20.
20 to hit?
Mhm.
That'll hit.
That's just 8.
8 damage?
Yeah.
Anything
And
else?
then I'm just kind of stuck there, aren't I?
Yep. Right in his face.
Right in his face.
You could feel like agility and like jump back.
I guess pop me over to, because you want us to separate, is that what you're saying?
To spread
Okay.
out so we're not so
Spread
easy
out
to
so we're
hit.
not-
We're not in fireball range.
Right,
Yeah.
okay, yeah, pop me over to
Yeah,
whichever one.
So you run over, stab him, miss the first one, and then with your offhand you appear to hit, as he appears to almost already know what your movements are going to be. And you jump across, basically run across and then jump across the other platform away from your party. As you run across, Beatrix, He looks to you and says, you know, if only you knew how important those keys you have are. And you see him, legendary action, teleport over to another one away from the party and away from Beatrix. It is your turn, Jaska.
She is going to move. She is actually going to bonus action cast Guardian of Nature. And I gain 10 temporary hit points. I make Constitution saving throws with advantage, and I can make Dexterity and Wisdom-based attacks with advantage. And she is going to aim at the old showrunner.
All right.
So from here, how far away that she is from him, does it seem like his foresight on stuff? Okay, so she's going to use her sharpshooter for a 25 to hit.
That'll hit.
22 piercing damage.
Okay.
Not sharpshooter this time, a 17 to hit.
That'll hit.
12. And just going to see if this is possible. She's gonna whistle, and mistletoe comes out from behind her, slaps some of its twigs down so it's able to leap across to get over to the showrunner's platform.
Yep.
And he needs to give me a strength saving throw.
That will be 5, but he will use legendary resistance. Anything else?
Nope, that's it.
All right. Lair action. I need everybody on the original platform, so everyone except for Beatrix, I need you to make me con saves. This is not against poison.
Ooh.
20, nat 20.
Nat 20, 21.
As you feel the gravity around you begin to crush you.
11.
16.
11, 16. So Zianci and Billy take 35 points of force damage. The other 3 of you take 17 points of force damage. That was the lair action, so we move on to Billy.
Okay, so Billy has a strength score of 20.
Yep, so you can jump 60 feet.
This is just absolutely hilarious because he's just a little guy. Mudman, grab a hold of my shoulder. Let's go. So Billy is going to leap his 60 feet.
You got the real showrunner and a fake showrunner over there.
We're gonna, I guess, try to hit a little guy and see
All
what
right.
happens.
Little guy.
20.
20 will hit.
20 damage. The next hit is 24 for only 15. Third attack, only 16.
16 will hit.
Hey, he's just a little guy. 17 damage.
17?
Damage, yeah. Toddler sword. 27
That'll hit.
for 10.
All right. Looking pretty beat up, but still mostly fine. Not bloodied quite yet. Anything else, Billy?
My regular walking movement is 30.
Yeah?
Is jumping use all my 30?
I'd say no.
Okay, just for obviously we already did that round, but
Yeah.
for future reference.
Mm-hmm. So all of a sudden you see the older showrunner appears to be forming these weird barriers on 2 of the platforms. One over on the opposite corner of where he is currently, and then one where you guys are. So we see that showrunner, that one of the fake ones that's over in that area, appears to be a bit more nimble, a bit more fast. You guys have been slowed.
So like the area makes us slow?
Yep,
or?
it's a slowed area. Let me check if you need to make the saving throw or not. I'm gonna say, yeah, maybe a wisdom save.
At the beginning of our turns or?
Right now.
26.
7.
20.
18.
All right, everyone except for Blackjack is slowed.
Oh.
You barely rolled below the DC.
Yep. But is there a feeling like if we just get out of this area, we're...
Yeah.
Okay.
The only problem is on its turn, it can either use an action or a bonus action. The other showrunners, one of them is going to back up, and suddenly you see him snap his fingers as he disappears. That was the one he handed the key to. The other one is going to make an attack at you, Blackjack. 14 to hit.
14 misses.
And then one against Zianci. You have a -2 to your AC right now.
Yes.
Dirty 20 to hit.
Yes, that hits.
You will take 27 points of lightning damage. Billy, the one in front of you, 2 short sword attacks.
Okay.
Natural 20. And over a 20 to hit. Are you resistant to lightning?
Nope.
You take 48 points of damage. As he stabs you, you see this electric energy also appears to be in the dagger strike, as I believe that's all of their turns. So moving on to Zianci.
Zianci being slowed is going to do one action and jump with a strength score of 11, 33 feet into the center circle. That is all I can do.
Actually, no. So jumping is just a free action, so you still have your action bonus.
Okay, fantastic. Then the old showrunner on the platform that is to Xionsi's diagonal right, please fail a wisdom saving throw. 17's the target.
That'll be a 23.
Oh, yep. So you feel a little weird, like maybe your form was going to change, and then nothing happens.
Did you try to polymorph
I
the
did
showrunner?
totally try to polymorph the showrunner.
That's funny. Anything else?
And that's all I can do.
All right, Blackjack.
Okay, I'm going to put on the cap of cacophonous camouflage, and I'm going to start humming. And I am going to run and hop.
Yeah, which you can easily do.
And I'm greater invisibility.
So you have a straight roll against the main, against the showrunner.
I can't. It's an action.
Oh, it's an action?
It's an action to put on the cap.
Put on the cap,
And to
okay,
go.
cool.
But we will bonus action put a hex on him. So do I still have my movement to go to the edge of that one? And then pass turn.
On this turn, he's going to legendary action teleport to the area with haste on it.
Oh, that's a fun area.
As that was Blackjack, so Krell, it is your turn.
So jumping is free.
Jumping is free, yep.
Can you go all the way from there to there?
You can jump over there.
could just make it.
Boing.
Yeah.
Oh,
As you are hasted now.
You're in haste mode.
So you get an extra attack on a turn.
I'm swinging. 17.
17 will miss.
Try it again. Well, 16. 16.
16 will miss.
Bonus action.
Yep. Flurry. Yep.
So it's either a nat 20 or a 2.
Yeah. You get one more attack because you are in haste.
20.
That'll hit.
Okay.
Oh, yeah.
So boom, spinning a key. Stunning strike it is.
Yep. So con save. That is a 19.
He passed.
What's the damage?
I'm gonna spin a key.
Okay.
To do an extra, so 7, 8, 9, 19.
19 damage? Some of that was necrotic, right?
Yeah.
I just want to say that does full damage.
Okay.
Anything else?
No.
As Krell ends his turn, punches the showrunner, you see some of the scales on the showrunner sort of crack even more a little bit. Some of them actually fall off, as this showrunner appears to be very much in his element and is kind of at a peak, but at the same time not in good health at all, as you guys could easily beat him here.
Red Dirt D&D Tales from the Wilds is Aidan Cross as our Dungeon Master, Kiri Hester as Billy, Connor Shenold as Jaska, Johnny Payne as Krell, Kim Cross as Beatrix, Brooke Bullock as Xionsi, and I'm Michael Cross as Blackjack. Our theme music was created by the cinemagician P.J. Castillo. Our incidental music comes from Jeffrey McBride. Our sound effects and additional music courtesy of Monument Studios, Avani Sound, and TabletopAudio.com. Dice for the Red Dirt D&D cast provided by SD Way Gaming. You can find us at reddirtdnd.com. If you're enjoying Red Dirt D&D, make sure to subscribe, rate us, and leave a comment. Also, tell your friends about Red Dirt D&D. You can also support the show at patreon.com/reddirtdnd at whatever giving level works best for you. Join us next time as we travel farther into the wilds.
Deontay can walk on the ceiling.
That's true.
So, what is gravity?
Gravity gives you wrinkles.
Yeah, you'll be dancing on the ceiling.
It's what a feeling.
And in Billy's head, everybody just hears, I've got a lovely bunch of coconuts.
No, anything but that.
I, Henry VIII, I am.
You see Billy's body almost contort and fold in on itself as it moves into the crack.
I'm two-dimensional now.
Oh, okay. So, we've lost Billy. Oh, well, that was too bad. We should move on.
I was going to go the same route, Michael. You just beat me to it.
Can we hear Billy?
Billy, are you
I've
trying to say
got a
anything?
lovely bunch of
Oh, that's right.
There we go. Billy, all right. Billy, you okay? So
I think I hear a cat chasing a mouse in here and some Benny Hill music. It's pretty. I can only walk forward.
It seems the only way to move forward is on this line.
You just entered Flat World?
That's what I'm saying. I'm Mario.
Trying to describe what a 2D person sees is basically impossible.
So we went through time, and now we're in a relative dimension in space.
So
TARDIS.
you know you're in a two-dimensional space, maybe?
Will all die rolls be replaced with coin flips?
Yeah.
A giant mallet.
Giant mallet? You pull out a giant mallet.
Okay, so see, you just think of something and then you stick your hand in your pocket and it'll come out no matter how big it is.
We're gonna have to jump over some wheelbarrows being thrown by a large monkey.
Maybe on top of some little turtle mushroom guys.
What type of bridge do you place?
It's a nice little arch bridge.
Okay.
It's a stone and...
Like from Animal Crossing.
Yeah, so...
He is going to kick it old school. He's going to reach into his pocket and think about a 10-foot pole. And pull that thing out.
It's a much better plan than I did, which is pole vaulting.
Nicely done.
Oh, it's 10-foot pole's amazing.
No school like
You have a
the
rope,
old school.
10-foot pole.
And you see Zianti swing across like Tarzan. And
Watch out for that tree!
I'm really sad none of you fell. Because I was going to have it be like, no, they're gone. And then they fall from the
Come
ceiling
back out of the
again.
ceiling and go, that's very nice.
I could have dimension door over.
You would have
but I
just
think that
taken
would
10-second damage.
Yeah.
Jaska, keep an eye out for a coyote. They could be bad news.
I'm highly offended by that.
I'm just saying, if you see one chasing
Keep
an oversized
your eye out for a
roadrunner,
roadrunner, Jaska.
don't get distracted.
Oh.
Did the plant survive the disappearance? Yes, it did. There's a potted plant there.
Okay.
Yeah, the plant's fine.
And it says, not again. There's no way you could not have that.
There's still a bit of gravity, but it's very low. You're still descending very slowly.
Very Alice in Wonderland.
Yeah,
I
very
love
Alice
the
in
vision of the swimming, though. So Beatrix flops over on her back and is just leisurely doing the backstroke.
He looks much older, which is strange. He also looks much more powerful.
So it's kind of like a Palpatine type of thing. Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
unlimited power.
Yes, very much that.
Something dark side. something complete.
Oh, you guys are terrible.
What the hell's a Padamame?
Billy will point two fingers at his eyes and then point two fingers to the old runner.
The old runner.
Old runner.
Yeah.
You're such a good dog, old runner.
You ain't looking so good over there, Papa.
Timmy stuck in the well again, old runner.
As that was blackjack, so sorry, Krell, your turn. Krell, your turn. Yes, he has the last one. You are a cartoon.
Oh my God, is a short, balding, yet long-haired guy in robes gonna step out? Does the showrunner look like the Dungeon Master in here?
I'm with you. Oh my God.
Oh my God.
Because that would be amazing if the showrunner was the Dungeon Master. Audience, I'm glaring at Aiden.
The deadpan stare towards me.
Yes, dear listener, if you could have seen Johnny's look
That's
at Aiden.
ridiculous.
I want to use boingy shoes.
You want to pull boingy shoes?
Boingy shoes. Yeah.
Are you jumping across the bridge with the boingy shoes, or are you like building up speed to jump across the entire pit?
I'm like building up speed to jump as far across the bridge as I can make it.
I will be judging your sound effect for this, Michael.
We will be judging your sound effects.
Boing.